people with Down syndrome and their families in the greater St. Louis region. That is all of eastern Missouri and all of southern Illinois. We serve people with Down syndrome and their families through education, support, programs, public awareness, and advocacy. And we're the only organization in the region solely dedicated to serving people with Down syndrome and their families from before birth through end of life.
That's why you're.
That's cool.
So Erin, can you tell us about this beautiful art exhibit that is adorning the walls here at your office?
Sure. So we are so lucky and proud to be exhibiting the work of Randy Bacon, just as I am, photos and stories of people with Down syndrome. Randy is out of Springfield, Missouri, and he has dedicated his life to photographing people that are typically unseen in the community. He thinks that every individual is magical and a unique gift. So he really tries to capture people that, like I said, are typically unseen. So people that are unhoused, that are survivors, and people with disabilities. So we, like I said, we're so fortunate to have the work of Randy Bacon here in our office. We have 20 portraits and stories of people living with Down syndrome and stories from their families as well. He has a video exhibition on his website that you can check out too. But you can come see our photography exhibit through June 30th here at our office. We love Give STL Day because not only is it a day for the community to come together and boost their philanthropy, but it's also a day to raise awareness about the amazing work of nonprofits in the organization. So it's really doubling our impact, and it also doubles and triples and multiplies the impact of the people that are giving on Give STL Day. Days like this are really important for us because the primary way that we raise money is through special events. So it's really nice just to have a day that's focused on the community coming together and supporting the great work of nonprofits in the area.
Thank you,
St. Louis.
One. Thank you, St. Louis.
And thank you, St. Louis, for tuning in. My name is Chris Strub, the Giving Day guy, and if you can see and hear me, we have pulled it off, which is just awesome. We are live from Union Station. Check this out. We got my buddy Greg is manning the camera. We are at the coolest live setup I've ever seen. We've got our nonprofit friends lined up and waiting to come on here during this hour. We've got Maria in the hot seat already. She's ready to come on in just a moment. But before we get going, the Wi-Fi network does not appear to be connected to the internet. Well, I think we're still going. So if you can hear me, do me a big favor. Tell me in the comments, can see and hear you, great, because that's what I sure hope is happening. Today is the 10th annual Give STL Day, and we are keeping a close eye on the ticker, which I'm gonna put back up here on the screen right now. There it is. $1.217 million already raised. Maria is applauding, our whole crowd is applauding. $1.218 million raised, 8,795 donations to 880 organizations, and we've got plenty of time to go. Give STL Day this year, it is the 10th annual Give STL Day, and it runs from midnight last night until 10 a.m. tomorrow. So you're gonna still be able to get in your donations even if you're watching live or on replay. Our friends at CASA of St. Louis say, all good, Chris, we can see and hear you, which is ironic because CASA is here with us. So I wonder if that's Tyler commenting, it's because you can hear me in person, and that is not how the internet works. So hopefully we are good to go here. If this does work, this is the coolest thing I've ever been part of, so I want to say thank you all in advance for being here. I do want to quickly acknowledge and just read a quick message from our office here. Some of you have commented throughout the day that our website is experiencing issues. St. Louis is so generous, our site is experiencing some mild connectivity issues due to high volume. If you have any trouble donating, please try again later. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna be here all night. I'm gonna be here until they light up that Ferris wheel for us. our team is working to address these issues as soon as possible. So know that we really do appreciate your patience, and we will keep you updated as best we can. Make sure you're following St. Louis Gives on all of your social media channels. And we want you to be here with us. Hang out. You can come down, bring your phone down, and watch from the Ferris wheel. Come play some games. We got basketball. We got all sorts of stuff here. And we're just so grateful to the team at Union Station for offering this space for us today during Give STL Day. We hear you in the office over the internet, all good, says Team CASA. So that is what we were hoping for. Thank you so much. The Sheldon Concert Hall, who is also here, says we are so thrilled to be part of Give STL Day and today's live stream. And of course, my buddy Donna Frederick says, so great to see you, Chris Strub. That's right, if you were here in 2019 or 2020, you saw me running around St. Louis with her son, Sean Frederick, who is now this tall. So good memories from Give STL days of years past. But look, we're here today to introduce you to a whole bunch of participating nonprofit organizations. And what I find really special about this first hour that we're going to bring to you here is that all 4 of these organizations that we're going to bring on have been participating in Give STL Day since the beginning. And so we're going to ask some questions about that participation, about why Give STL Day is so important. And we're going to start with our very first guest, the very kind, very generous, very sweet. I've even got a fan here next to me that I put on Maria, and she turned it around before the stream started because she saw I was sweating a little bit. This is my pal, Maria. Hello.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Very nice to meet you. So this is Maria Ellis, and you are director of Sheldon's All-Star Chorus.
Yes.
Let me actually flip us around here real quick. Again, first stream of the day. If that's the only issue we got, now we're looking at each other.
There we go.
Maria, give me the lowdown. What do you guys do with the Sheldon?
Well, the Sheldon is a concert hall, and they started a choir in about 2018 that really focuses on children in St. Louis who love to sing. So we have high school singers from North St. Louis County, from St. Louis City, and from all over. And our goal is to remove every barrier so they have access to choir. So we provide free transportation, we provide dinner, we provide wonderful vocal training. We also are taking this group to Carnegie Hall this year for their debut performance, and we are so excited that we are able to extend these opportunities to children who may not have had the opportunity. And it's all available at no charge to them at all. Carnegie Hall is quite literally the dream. That is what every kid aspires to do when they grow up in this field. That is 1,000% the dream. And so when I was invited to conduct at Carnegie Hall, I said I have to bring my all-star babies because I want them, again, to be able to have those type of experiences. And because people give, they have helped our students be able to now put this in their memory book as an experience that they will never forget. I'm tearing up during interview number 1 already. How amazing is that, guys? If you're tearing up just thinking about this, hopefully you can feel the same energy that I'm feeling here at Union Station. Maria's been taking selfies with the team and everything. It's like, Union Station is lit. That's right, we're lit. This is the place to be. And if you want to come down and watch, we've even got some audience seating here if you want to come and check out the show. But we will certainly encourage you to make your donations to the Sheldon. And that's what we're really doing today, is going to talk about the power of a donation to the Sheldon. So someone goes on givestlday.org, they type in the Sheldon, they make their donation. Where does that money go? So the money is going to the All-Star Chorus. And again, like I said, we try to eliminate barriers. So one thing that we provide is free transportation. Well, we all know transportation costs. But it's so many kids who want to be a part of programs but just don't have a ride because mom or dad is working and they can't get there. So your donation helps to provide transportation. It is helping us to provide dinner. We have a family-style dinner every week that's provided to us, so it's helping to provide that. And donations were also used and will be used to help us travel in the future. So yes, we're headed to New York, but we want to keep making these experiences available to these students. Chris, I got kids that this will be their first time get on an airplane, or some of them it's their first time actually leaving out of St. Louis. How amazing is that because somebody donated, we now can extend these opportunities to these students. So if they give, then we can keep giving out these opportunities so more kids can go and travel and can see their dreams. That's what we're all about, making sure that we are making dreams come true.
Maria, your team is reminding you that you are a total rock star in the comments here. I know you can see that on the screen. And actually have that link right there in the comments as well. Thank you to everyone who has supported the Amazing All-Star Chorus so far, with a link to learn more about the program. Fundraising goal today?
Oh, that's a great question. We do have a fundraising goal, and right now I don't know that information. I don't know how much, but we just want a lot of money.
A lot of money.
We want a lot.
We want a lot of new donors. You know, we
want new donors. And look, every time we get a new donor, just think about it. You are helping out another student. Right now the program is at 20 students. We really want to get that number up to 30 students. And we want students that will continue to be a part of the chorus. So your donations help us out. It's not just a one-time. We want people who continue to give, who continue to see the vision and the mission of what we're trying to accomplish. We want all kids in St. Louis to be able to have access to music literacy, to performing opportunities, to whatever their dreams are musically. We want to be able to provide those opportunities for them. So give.
I got to keep Maria here with me all day. Maria, our friends at iThrive, who we visited yesterday, said Maria is a star. It sounds like you are a popular lady around town, Maria. So let me ask you this. There are over 1,100 participating nonprofits during Give STL Day today. What other organizations are you kind of keeping an eye on today?
Oh, wow.
And are you interested in year-round?
Classic 107.3, the Voice for the Arts of St. Louis. I am a radio broadcast host for that organization. So I would love for you to give to that. Also, St. Louis Symphony Orchestra. I just left them doing a show for their Link Up. We serviced over 2,000 kids. The St. Louis Children's Choir is another amazing organization that provides music to students as well. And the Sheldon. Always the Sheldon. Please give money to the Sheldon because we want to support and make sure that we stay supporting them as well. You know what? To be honest though, every organization that's here, they really are out here trying to do what's best to make St. Louis the biggest and best city that we can be. And because people give so much and so generously, we see constantly new programs being established, new children being assisted in new ways, and we are making people smile and be proud of St. Louis. So come on, St. Louis, keep us smiling and keep giving.
Maria's got a round of applause here from the crowd, and well deserved. Maria, what a perfect first guest to have lined up here today. Thank you so much for coming down. You know, it's wonderful to see the eyes of the philanthropic world on St. Louis today. You know, we talked about how everybody wants to get to Carnegie Hall. I think everybody wants to come to St. Louis today.
Come on. And
right?
If you come to the Sheldon, they said the Sheldon stage is the Carnegie Hall of the Midwest. So come on. We'd love to have you.
It's a beautiful place. Maria, thank you so much. We wish you the very best of luck during Give STL Day. We're going to let you run around and have some fun. I saw you.
I'm getting on the Ferris wheel. We are going to do that.
Are you actually going to go up on the Ferris wheel?
Laura, we're getting on the Ferris wheel. It's going to be a thing. We're going to do it.
Laura is waving no. Maria is saying yes. Maria, I tell you what, if you get up on that Ferris wheel, I'm going to get you a camera. We're going to bring you.
We're going to do it.
Would you do it?
1,000%. 1,000. It's going to happen. And the more people give to the Sheldon, I'll do it twice. Come on.
I'll tell you what, we're going to get Maria to look at that fundraising page. We'll get her back down here tonight to go back up there again.
Look, I'm here for it.
Don't think I'm kidding. I'm going to set you up with a camera. We're going to get you up on that Ferris wheel.
Let's do it.
All right?
Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to play the intermediary music here. You know how it works. We got the radio set up and everything. So we're going to play some music. We're going to put the hold screen up, and we'll be back with our next organization in just about a minute.
Thanks, Chris.
That was wonderful. Welcome back. It is Give STL Day 2023. My name is Chris Strubb, the Giving Day guy here at Union Station. What a spectacular place Greg's got the camera out there. I don't know where he's pointing it to. But Greg is going to show you one more time kind of what we're looking at here. There he goes. We got a pile of snacks. That's good. Now we're steering up, and you can see that we have Tyler in place from CASA of St. Louis. We're just thrilled to have all of these special guests here with us today. What a wonderful opportunity to meet so many great organizations, especially here in hour number one with these 10-year participants. And so let's get Tyler right up here on the screen, and we're going to talk about CASA. One moment, please. Down this side. There she is. Hi, Tyler.
Hi. Thanks for having us, Chris.
Thanks so much for coming.
Yes.
CASA of St. Louis. What does CASA stand for? And what do you stand for as an acronym, and what do you stand for as an organization?
Absolutely. So CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates, and our mission at CASA is to engage highly trained volunteers who will provide the best court and community-based advocacy for our children in foster care due to abuse and neglect.
What exactly do you do with CASA?
Absolutely. So I am the training specialist at CASA. So anytime we have new volunteers who are interested in joining our organization and volunteering their time, I help onboard them and get them trained on how to work with children at CASA who have been through trauma and just very traumatic experiences throughout their life. So that is my role, and I also supervise volunteers as well as train them. So it goes hand in hand.
I heard you telling a story as you got here. We've talking about how special a day today is.
Yes.
It's a special day for you today too. You want to share that story?
Absolutely, yeah. So actually before I came here today, I got the pleasure of seeing one of the kiddos I work with get adopted. So that was really amazing to see and really started off the day on a great note. Especially knowing I was coming here for this as well. It was just a great start, and it's always so fulfilling when you see all the hard work that you've put in and see that great, happy outcome for the child.
That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
I'm sure it never ever gets old. How long have you been working with the org?
So cumulatively, I've been with the CASA organization for about 4 years, and specifically CASA of St. Louis for going on 2 years now.
Going on 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And your organization has been part of Give STL Day since the beginning. So you've
Yes.
seen sort of the magic of Give STL Day as the years have gone on.
Mm-hmm.
It's a special day in the community.
Absolutely, yes. We were very excited for today, just getting the word out. For anyone that does want to volunteer, please check out our website. It is stlcasa.org. And even if you are not able to volunteer with our organization, we are always accepting donations. So please, check out our website for information on that.
We've got your team here in the comments as well. So thank you both to you and your team. You've got a fan club here too. DeWarren Smith says, "Hey, CASA of St. Louis." I don't know if we know DeWarren, but he's listening to you and he's saying that is amazing.
Yes.
And it is very, very cool to be able to connect with you out there watching. So remember, if you're watching, just like DeWarren, shout out to you. I can put all your comments up on the screen, and you can be a part of this conversation as we go on through the day as well. So if you have any questions for Tyler or anything like that as we're going on, just shoot them my way here. Katie Mishnick says CASA STL is amazing. Yes, we love hearing all of this support for these various organizations. And most importantly today, of course, it's a day to give.
Yes.
So givestlday.org is where you can go. Talk a little bit about what donations do for your organization.
Absolutely. So all donations come back directly to the program just to help our mission. We want as many volunteers as we can get. We want to train as many volunteers as possible. With each training session we do have 4 sessions per calendar year. We run a winter, spring, summer, and fall session. So there's always time to get involved and give back. And again, if you're not able to volunteer and give back that way, we do always look forward to help from our community and other outside partners who are interested in helping us out.
Tyler, this has been wonderful. I hope
Yes,
you've enjoyed being here for our first hour. I don't know, I wonder if Maria's up on the Ferris wheel yet. Plenty of fun things to do here. So if you're watching at home, come on down and join us. There's plenty of space. It's a gorgeous day. And most importantly, you get to hear from some wonderful organizations like CASA of St. Louis. Anything you'd like to add before we wrap things up?
No, just check out our website if you're not familiar. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. There's contact information on our website. And again, that is CASA or stlcasa.org.
There it is. Your team's right there in the comments again. So you can click right there if you're watching. More info on what our wonderful volunteers do to support children in our community. stlcasa.org. Tyler Jarrett, thank you so much for taking some time today, and congrats both to you and to your
Organization.
Your organization, right? For everything that's all the good news that's to come later tonight and tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it.
You got it. We'll be right back in 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're coming on back. Bring it back here, Chris. One time. I can't hear what you're saying, Greg. I got my headphones in. What's up? Word from Community Foundation offices is that the site, givestlday.org, should be in great working shape. So Kenya, when you get a chance, you're welcome to come on over to the big stage here. We'll have you up on next. As we get Kenya in place from BHR, just remind you, if you're just tuning in, my name is Chris Strubb, the Giving Day guy. And not only am I joined here by a bunch of really fantastic nonprofit organizations, and we'll have Ranken Jordan coming on in a few minutes as well, but we're joined by you, the viewers, that you have an opportunity to join the conversation, and I can add your comments and questions to the conversation. So if you're looking forward to seeing Kenya from BHR, jump on in, say hello, and I'll be more than happy to read off your comments to her as well. DeWarren Smith is still watching. DeWarren says St. Louis is such a wonderful and charitable place. I'm so excited for what the future holds for this region. As a community, we can face any challenge and overcome, which I think is a wonderful sort of segue here as I bring my new friend Kenya on. And Kenya, I'm gonna have you maybe back up a little bit so we get you all on frame. There you go. There she is. Hi, Kenya.
Hey there, Chris.
Let's get the, can we get the mic on your?
Sure.
We'll hear you a little bit better. That is perfect. Can we hear you now?
Can you hear me?
Oh, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here.
Thanks for allowing BHR to be here.
Thank you for being with us for 10, we're just gonna keep going back and forth for 10 minutes, but thank you so much for being part of Give STL Day for 10 years.
That's right.
Give STL Day, of course, it's a special day where you can go and donate if you're watching at home. And I'm gonna give Kenya a chance to tell you why BHR would be a great, great place for you watching at home to go donate right now.
Yeah, BHR is the only behavioral health entity that does what we do. We have such a big umbrella of services, but one of the main services that we provide is barrier-free access to mental health care. We know that there's a stigma that goes along with it, and what we try to do is educate the community on how important it is to have that access to health care. And BHR provides that for free. We are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by phone for anyone in the St. Louis area and the region who's experiencing a mental health crisis to call qualified mental health clinicians to talk to them about whatever the situation is, whether it's depression, whether it's grief, whether it's social anxiety, suicidal thoughts. All of our clinicians are qualified to take those calls and help an individual who is experiencing a mental health crisis.
You guys are gonna have me crying multiple times in hour one. And Kenya, I wanna quickly share a story with you. So we just met moments ago.
That's right.
I work with Giving Days around the United States. And last Friday was a day called Give STL Day, or I'm sorry, Give Local York in York, Pennsylvania. That's my buddy Philip. He was the host over there in York, Pennsylvania. We brought out an organization called Building Bridges for Brianna, a gentleman named Matt. I don't know if you've heard of this organization.
No.
A new group. And Matt Dorgan was this gentleman's name. And we sat down and had a conversation with Matt about the importance of mental health.
Yes.
Matt had lost his daughter, Brianna. And so the name of the organization, Building Bridges for Brianna. And Matt sent us a follow-up email on Saturday. Bear with me here.
That's
so
okay. Take your time. That's all right, Chris.
I wanted to come on and I wanted to send an email to me and the leaders of that Giving Day. I wanted to thank you personally, I can't even read, for allowing me to come on and share a message. We beat our goal, but more importantly, we helped several people. I was set up in the stadium last night, the stadium where we were staged, and someone came up to me and they were contemplating suicide. I was able to get them connected to some resources and get them help. The money is great for funding what we do, but the price we just put on saving a life is priceless.
Priceless.
When I was talking to this person, she said she was watching the live streaming and tuned in just right before I went on. It was meant to be that she saw this video and then she walked past our table at the game.
Wow. Thank you for sharing, Chris.
I take every single conversation that I get to be a part of through these Giving Days very, very seriously. Because regardless of what metrics say, regardless of how many people are watching or view time or whatever the metrics say, if what we do here today can help impact or even save one life,
just one,
this trip has been well worth it.
That's right.
And I don't mean the grandstand here. I'll turn the microphone back over to you in a moment.
I appreciate this.
The importance of mental health is something that is not the sort of thing that, I'm looking at the comments and everyone's jumping in. I don't know if you heard Maria. It was just, everybody loves Maria and we're going to Carnegie Hall and everything. This is the sort of topic that isn't popular. It's not the sort of thing that people openly talk about, and it's certainly not the sort of thing that you comment on Facebook and say that this is the sort of service that you really need.
Yes.
But the work that you guys do has saved countless lives. And I'd love to hear more from you on your perspective on that it's important to keep on doing the work that you're doing because you know that there are always people listening.
That's right. That's right. I've been with BHR 16 years. I believe in the work that we do at BHR. I answered calls for 11 years. I can't tell you how many young people I talked to that were in the bed in the middle of the night saying, I don't want to wake up in the morning, or I don't want to go to school tomorrow. I have so much social anxiety. Please help me. Kids who are dysregulated. We have a specialized line just for the youth. And we know that sometimes young people don't like to talk on the phone, right? They prefer to text or chat. We have that option available for young people. They can text us, they can chat with us, or they can call us. And it's such an amazing feature that's available for young people, and it's so needed. And of course, I feel like it's more needed now than ever before. So that's a designated line just for you.
I'm playing some B-roll that your team sent in to show some visuals of some of the work that you guys have done around the community. You guys are always out there meeting people. I see you looking at this video and being reminded of a lot of different memories here.
Absolutely. We are the only agency in this region that provides a ride-along program with police. Some of those pictures that you showed in the beginning with the police, we have counselors and social workers that go out with the police 24 hours a day. We're the only agency in this country that provides that type of service that we do. So what we do is, Chris, we know that everybody doesn't need to go to the hospital. Everybody doesn't need to go to jail. Sometimes people really need mental assistance and behavioral health. So we're able to assess the situation with the police and divert people from the hospital who don't need to go to the hospital, divert people from jail who don't need to go to jail. So we provide that service as well in the city of St. Louis.
Kenya, I feel like I could talk to you all day.
Me too.
I greatly appreciate you being here with us.
Yeah.
I think I'm 3 for 3, Greg, and crying in these conversations already. Absolutely. So, Emily, if you're watching from the office, I told you to keep me hydrated.
Is that Emily?
Emily is Emily
I
Bauman
called
is
Emily.
our.
She's the one who helped me get here because I was lost. I'm not good with directions.
So
Emily helped me get here. Yeah.
Emily is a saint. and
is.
she will be here at some point today.
Yeah.
So thank you, Emily, if you're watching, listening. But thank you. I'll spin this back to you for last question here.
Sure.
What would you say to someone who's about to donate to your organization today during Give STL Day?
Oh, I can't think of a better place, and I'm not just saying that because I work for BHR. I remember when I was on the other side and I had to call BHR myself. BHR is for anyone. We know that mental health does not care what socioeconomic status you have, what education you have. It doesn't matter your background. But me and my family needed BHR, and we were able to call that number, and I saw what it was like to be on the other side of that table, not a clinician, but at that time, a family needing support and help with another family member. And so when you give to BHR, you're giving to so much and such a great need, and you can feel good about going to bed at night knowing that you've helped someone.
Thank you so much for your time. Your neighbors at I Thrive, whom we got to meet yesterday, said we are so proud to be neighbors with BHR at
Yes,
Del Mar Divine.
That's right.
What a cool
that's
space.
right.
We got to go visit there yesterday. And
Isn't it cool? It's
New
the
Delhi and
best.
everything, and residences and all the different organizations that share that space together. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Chris.
Kinetic, for being here. We really appreciate you. We'll let
Thank
you get back
you.
to work. And good
Appreciate
luck
it.
today during Give STL Day.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks for doing this.
We'll be right back in a moment. Don't go anywhere. We've got our friends from Ranken Jordan here, and I can't wait to introduce you. Thank you so much, Kenya.
Thanks, Chris. I wish I would have seen you at the Del Mar Divine.
I know, we were just there. Welcome back to Give STL Day Live. My name is Chris Strub, the Giving Day guy. And we are running through hour number 1. We have 7 hours of, I feel like Scott Hansen here. It's not the NFL Red Zone. This is even better. This is Give STL Day Live from Union Station here, right in the heart of St. Louis, Missouri. I am joined now by Caitlin Percival. She is the development coordinator at Ranken Jordan Pediatric Bridge Hospital. Caitlin, thanks so much for joining us today. Happy Give STL Day.
Yeah, thank you, Chris, for having us.
Caitlin, we are joined by some additional special guests from Ranken Jordan. I'm going to get them up on the screen. We've got Greg's got the camera over there, I think. Greg, is that camera active over there? We are. Do you see them?
I do not. Not to press the button.
Okay, well, we're going to fix it real quick here. Caitlin, why don't you give us 30 seconds on Ranken Jordan, and I'll get the camera set up.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ranken Jordan is a pediatric bridge hospital. We provide care beyond the bedside, so we really encourage our patients up and out of their beds, up and out of their rooms, interacting with each other, going outside and being able to like feel the sunlight on their skin instead of being in a room. And really just our patients are not in need of an acute care hospital, but they still need care before going home, whether that be nursing, respiratory therapy, and therapy as in physical, speech, and occupational therapy.
And we see our special guest here on the screen.
So we see our special guest. We actually have some patients here today. We're going to be doing an out trip with our rec therapy group and a nurse. So actually after this live stream, we're going to be going over to the aquarium and having some fun over there. So it'll be super exciting. So as you can see, these patients are not in their beds. They're wearing their own clothes, not hospital gowns. So it's really super fun.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely a fun environment at Ranken Jordan. I remember, I don't know how long you've worked with Ranken Jordan. During the Give STL Day 2019, we went and visited Ranken Jordan, the campus.
Yeah.
There was a kickball game going on.
Oh yeah, we just had another kickball yesterday. Yeah, between the nurses and the Maryland Heights Police and Fire Departments.
Who won?
I think they stopped keeping track
They
of
stopped
score.
keeping track.
Yeah.
Everybody's a winner at Ranken Jordan,
yeah,
of course, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Figured someone had bragging rights. But today is all about supporting organizations like Ranken Jordan. So let's talk about how donations to Ranken Jordan can really help make a big difference today.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ranken Jordan, we like to provide therapy from day one. We don't like to wait for insurance to go through or things that aren't covered. So for example, we have a lot of therapy equipment. We get our patients fitted for a wheelchair day one, make sure that they're comfortable and settled in, and get them started on their transition home from their very first day of admission.
Let me bring us back up on the screen here. Do you have a fundraising goal for today?
Yeah, our fundraising goal today is $5,000, and we're hoping to get some new donors in, so getting at least 30 donors to give to our cause today.
This aquarium trip must have been something you guys have been looking forward to for weeks. Like, this sounds amazing. How cool is that?
It's actually last minute.
It's last minute, all right.
After talking more about this live stream coming in today, I emailed and I was like, hey, can we make this happen? Can we get patients to come? And then they could go to the aquarium afterwards. We'll get them a little cameo experience. And, you know, Ranken Jordan, the hospital that always says yes, there's always possibilities. So they were like, yeah, we're going to do it. Let's get them on board.
Ranken Jordan, your team says, we love Caitlin. Thank you for supporting Ranken Jordan and sharing our story. What a special day this is going to turn out to be, and the weather is perfect.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Talk a little bit about the importance of community partnerships for Ranken Jordan.
Yeah, absolutely. For example, today being at the aquarium, and then also we have organizations that come in. We just had a reptile person come in, and our patients were loving touching all the snakes and the scorpions. I was just taking photos. I was not about to touch them. We also have the bubble bus that comes. So we have people that come into our campus to provide their services, but we also go other places for our patients to experience. So a little bit of everything that's outside of the hospital.
And this is it's a huge campus.
I mean,
it's a huge state-of-the-art facility.
Yes.
It's not too far from here.
Yeah, it's in Maryland Heights. We have 60 beds, but we also serve an outpatient community. So we do have people who are outpatient that come in for therapy services as well.
Well, Caitlin, anything else you'd like to add? I really don't want to keep you guys from the aquarium. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. Follow us on Instagram if you're not already. We're going to be posting some photos from the aquarium. I do a little live stream from our Instagram account, so feel free to join us.
Let me make sure I'm following you here on Instagram. I've been doing this all morning here. Now it's the afternoon. Ranken Jordan. So I'm going to go on my phone. It's Ranken. It's just Ranken Jordan?
Yep.
Okay, there it is. And then there's your story. Oh, I could see they have kickball on the Instagram story right there if you want to see some clips there. Join live. Ranken Jordan is coming on soon. That's right. Here we are. So thank you for sharing. I will be sure to follow. And we're going to do this. We're going to take a selfie. How about this on the stream? It's going to be fun. Here we go. Awesome. And I will post that quickly to my Instagram story as well. Caitlin,
Awesome.
And to all you guys from Ranken Jordan, thank you guys so much for being here. How special is it for you guys to take your time to come out and be part of this? This really means a lot. Thank you guys for being here too. And I hope you have fun at the aquarium. That's going to be
Thank you.
just fantastic. And
Thank you. And happy Hospital Week, happy Nurses Week. Of course, we got to add that in too.
yes, thank you so much to all our healthcare workers. And thank you watching at home. This is Give STL Day Live with Ranken Jordan. So we'll let you guys go, Caitlin. And don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. This is Give STL Day Live. My name is Chris Strubb, the Giving Day guy. Let's take a big screen look at that scoreboard, the donation board so far. $1.430 million. That is 9,816 donations to 913 participating organizations. We have more than 1,100 nonprofits participating today and into tomorrow, actually. This is a very special Give STL Day that will extend into tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I will take the gimbal back here from Greg. I'm going to have Greg come back around here. Gimbal turn off. All right. Greg, you want to have a seat for a moment? There you go. So this is Greg Ampadu. He is the communications intern for the St. Louis Community Foundation. You can slide a little towards me. We're friends. Spent all day together in the car yesterday. That's what I want to ask you about here, Greg. Yesterday we had a chance to go on kind of a whirlwind tour of St. Louis and visit 10 different nonprofit organizations. What was that like?
That was actually a phenomenal thing, being able to be out there and meeting so many different organizations and their story. I think it really set the tone for Gives Day and what we're all about, community service, and being able to help these nonprofits get the funds they need and the visualization into the organization.
So Greg and I filmed 10 videos yesterday, actually more than that, but edited them down into 10 videos featuring all of these different organizations. And I don't even know if you've seen this yet, Greg, but you can watch us here with me. I'll give you the headphones so you can listen too. So, that off. Get my hair back a little bit. So, the theme really today of Give STL Day is gratitude. So we asked every organization to leave us with a message before we took off, and this is how it turned out. I want to see your reaction as we play this for the first time for you. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you, St. Louis.
Thank you, St. Louis.
Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you, St. Louis.
That's absolutely incredible, Chris.
Pretty cool to see all the different organizations that we visited. We played that the edited video at the top of this hour from the Down Syndrome Association of St. Louis,
We did.
which was our first visit of the day. And I think, Greg, what we're going to do now is I'm going to play our second clip of the day, you remember what our second visit was? It was Coca, right?
It was Coca, yes.
Okay, so we're going to play a video here from Coca as we get everybody in place, and we're going to keep our time going. We have another great hour coming up at 2 p.m. with CyberUp, Kinetic Tapestry, Youth in Need, and Care STL. So we're going to see, make sure everybody's here. So as we get everybody in place, I'm going to play this video from Coca. It's Coca, right? I remember Coca?
Coca, yeah.
Yeah, Coca. And I see we've got a doggo here with us, so I know things are going well. Don't go anywhere. Hit that share button. Let your friends know that you're watching, you're tuning in, and more importantly, as you're listening to this video, go on and donate to any of the organizations that you just heard from in hour number one, or donate to COCA, or the Down Syndrome Association, or any other organization that you love to support during Give STL Day 2023.
All right, Chris, who's next up for us? What do we have next?
Our mission is to enrich lives and build community through the arts. So we really like to see COCA as a house of the people, a place for everyone with accessibility for all.
And tell us about this space that we're working in. How did this space come to be?
So this is part of our expansion that was built in 2020, which added additional studio space, a theater that seats 400 plus people, and much needed open space for people to gather and connect as a community.
And what sort of programming and activities take place here?
So we call ourselves a multidisciplinary arts organization. So dance, theater, voice, art and design, fashion, pretty much a broad spectrum of art programming. COCA believes that bringing community together to fund arts programming and arts education is vital to our role in providing this work to the community.
And why 10 years? You guys keep coming back and participating year after year. Why has this been such a special opportunity for COCA?
I think that it's uniquely St. Louis, and to bring a moment for St. Louisans to give to their community and to the nonprofit organizations means a lot to us and really is what we're all about.
How does it feel to be part of Give STL Day? Like, what does it feel like in the community tomorrow?
I think there's a lot of energy in our area around it. You start seeing nonprofits everywhere bring together, what they do, what their mission is, and it makes us feel like a strong and vibrant community. I really feel like COCA is a vital part of our community, providing arts education with accessibility for all. We offer sliding scale tuition. We offer transportation assistance. Our students have access to a homeroom where they can get meals, help with their homework. We have students that are here 5 days a week, that this is their second home, and we provide such vital work for St. Louis that I think everyone has had some sort of experience with us.
What would a $50 donation to COCA mean today during Give STL Day?
A $50 donation could help pay for students to have access to a meal when they're here for their evening classes. It could be a pair of ballet shoes, it could be dance wear, it could be gas for our van that picks students up from school. There are endless opportunities for $50. Thank you for supporting Give STL Day, and thank you for supporting COCA.
Thank you, St. Louis.
The St. Louis Community Foundation would like to thank the sponsors that make Give STL Day possible. Give STL Day is powered by the St. Louis Community Foundation, presented by the Burgess Family Foundation. Our gateway sponsor is Purina. Our community sponsors are Cardinals Care, KMOV, 5 on Your Side, the St. Louis Business Journal, and the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. Our friends of Give STL Day are Clean, More Computing, and St. Louis Magazine. Our prize sponsors are the Association of Fundraising Professionals, St. Louis Chapter, Chemline Cares, Church Productions, Clifton Larson Allen, Foss Swim School, Incarnate Word Foundation, Nonprofit Marketers Network St. Louis, Splice, and SSM Health. Our decor partner is Balloon Theory. Hi everybody, this is Emily Bauman from the St. Louis Community Foundation. Let's take a look at our upcoming Power Hours. So during these hours, throughout the giving period, we have a $20,000 prize pool that's up for grabs. Every donation made during a Power Hour, which are generously provided by our sponsors, is uplifted by that $20,000 prize pool. So if you want to make your dollar go further, donate during the hours you see on your screen now.
Welcome back. Where's my mic? Here we go. Welcome back. Hello. I'm coming. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Give STL Day Live. My name is Chris Strub, the Giving Day guy. Here live from just stunningly beautiful Union Station. If you're not from the St. Louis area, we are walking distance from the Arch. We're walking distance from Busch Stadium. Just everything St. Louis feels like it's within a quarter mile distance of here. And this Union Station space is just spectacular. We have so many special guests coming up this hour, and we have so much more live coverage to give you today of Give STL Day 2023. The most important thing that you can do today is go to givestlday.org to get your donations in. Let's take a look right now live at that leaderboard. Oh, Greg, looks like we're coming up on a milestone here.
What's that milestone, Chris? Where are we at?
$1,496,889 have been donated. We also, all right, yes, that's right. We also have crossed during that in-between period there, we crossed the 10,000 donation mark, which is pretty darn cool.
That's absolutely incredible.
And we are going to, well, I don't want to be presumptuous, St. Louis, but I'm pretty sure we can push past that $1.5 million mark. As I introduce you to my new friend, Amber. Let's bring Amber on, and Amber is here from CyberUp. Amber, welcome to Union Station. Happy Give STL Day.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Yeah, Amber, you are, according to my notes, a first-year participant in Give STL Day. Pretty cool vibes here so far, right?
I
You're
know.
seeing some cool stuff.
And I'm really excited to meet some other nonprofits too. So everyone's super cool. But yes, super excited. This is our first time participating.
We've got some great ones here kind of in the, I would say the green room, but they're like physically here. You know, we're gonna have Greg run around with the camera here in a moment. And Amber, you're joining us for a very special moment because as we were introducing you, like I said, we just crossed the $1.5 million mark.
Wow.
Right here, right shy of the 2 p.m. Central Hour. And so our job now for the next few minutes is to help bring in as much as we can for CyberUp. So I'd love to hear in your words, the mission, the message, and the purpose of CyberUp.
Yeah. So CyberUp's a nonprofit organization. Our mission is to elevate the cybersecurity workforce by inspiring curiosity, training, and then also transforming cybersecurity career pathways. I wasn't expecting the music to just jump out of that.
I forgot about the music too.
There's literally fire going on in the background.
There's fire going on in the background behind us.
I think they're also excited about our monumental mark.
So Amber, I do apologize. We're gonna have to take a quick break so that this music can play. I totally forgot that this is gonna happen, but I have to mute this for a moment. But we'll be back in a moment with more from Amber from CyberUp. Don't go anywhere.
Hi everybody, this is Emily Bauman from the St. Louis Community Foundation. Let's take a look at our upcoming power hours. So during these hours throughout the giving period, we have a $20,000 prize pool that's up for grabs. Every donation made during a power hour, which are generously provided by our sponsors, is uplifted by that $20,000 prize pool. So if you want to make your dollar go further, donate during the hours you see on your screen now. The St. Louis Community Foundation would like to thank the sponsors that make Give STL Day possible. Give STL Day is powered by the St. Louis Community Foundation, presented by the Burgess Family Foundation. Our gateway sponsor is Purina. Our community sponsors are Cardinals Care, KMOV, 5 on Your Side, the St. Louis Business Journal, and the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. Our friends of Give STL Day are Clean, More Computing, and St. Louis Magazine. Our prize sponsors are the Association of Fundraising Professionals, St. Louis Chapter, Chemline Cares, Church Productions, Clifton Larson Allen, Foss Swim School, Incarnate Word Foundation, Nonprofit Marketers Network St. Louis, Splice, and SSM Health. Our decor partner is Balloon Theory.
So if you're wondering what's happening right now, there is a show at the top of every hour here at Union Station with 5 minutes of copyrighted music that I'm not allowed to play. So we'll be back in 2 minutes with more from Amber before we get taken down. Oh, that's why they were playing Gloria. That's like the big song for the Blues, right?
The Blues theme song, yeah.
Maybe that's the end of the show? Maybe it's just, is that it? It's usually 5 minutes, but I think we might be good. Okay, let's take the "we will be right back" sign off the bottom of the screen. We roll with it, right? Plenty of Blues fans. Are you a hockey fan? Are you a Blues fan?
I am, yes.
Did you get to go to any of the games when they won the cup?
Not yet, no.
Not
Didn't
yet.
get to do that. Watched it on TV though.
Big sports town, St. Louis.
Yeah, more of a Cardinals fan, even though
Yeah.
we're not talking about that right now.
Well, so I'm here. I happen to be a Chicago Cubs fan.
I'm sorry.
So we're gonna see now if Tammy and Jim cut our Wi-Fi, because I said that on a stream here from Union Station. But I have not put the Cubs hat on yet. We're saving that for later. So you'll have to stay tuned if you want to see me get a million evil eyes from all the wonderful folks of St. Louis. Amber, before we got politely interrupted by the fun here at Union Station, you were telling us all about kind of what you guys do at CyberUp.
Yeah, so before the dance party and the flames, just to summarize, we focus on K through careers, specifically in cybersecurity. We realize cybersecurity, there's so many jobs available, and it's critical to our national security that not only do we just increase cybersecurity awareness for everyone, but we also encourage, especially youth, to pursue this as a potential career. So that's why this year, our first year of participating in Give STL, we wanted to focus on our youth and focus on delivering the free cybersecurity curriculum to elementary and middle school students.
And so donations today will really help drive that cause.
Definitely. We realize that teachers are overworked, understaffed. They are not cybersecurity experts. This is why we work with the community, with industry professionals to actually come in and teach this free curriculum for them. Technology is not an issue. It's hands-on stuff, so that's not a barrier. So we're all about focusing on removing barriers, making sure that the students of St. Louis really get this kind of training that they need.
You have a big fundraising goal for today?
Yeah, we're trying to be realistic though.
Okay.
This is our first time program. We are just now pushing it out into the world. So that's
well, you made it to the live stream stage,
right?
Though. I mean, so this is where
big leagues.
All the magic happens. We'll get you on before the dogs and the kids on unicycles. Like,
I can't compete with that.
You think I'm kidding when I say there's kids on unicycles? There are actually kids on unicycles coming up here later on this hour with Kinetic Tapestry. So just so much fun stuff happening. And Amber, we want to thank you for joining the Give STL Day family. We know that this is year 10, and we look forward to seeing you guys as part of Give STL Day for many more years to come.
Yeah, thanks
Absolute
again
pleasure
for having me.
to meet you, and we wish you all the best to you, all the kids, and everything today and for the rest of the year.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Amber. We'll be right back. I'm gonna have Greg sing Gloria in our next break. I gotta warm him up though first though. Here we go. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Thank you, Amber.
Yeah.
Working with animals is amazing. There's no other work like it in the world. My name is Valerie Strobo. I am the Vice President of Operations for CARE STL. Morning. Good. We have a very small staff, so for the level of care we want to optimally be able to provide for the animals, 50 is our ideal number. We're currently always battling to stay less than 100. It puts a huge strain on staff because then we have to start housing animals in crates. That's not a life that any of us want for the animals in our care. Whenever we do get overwhelmed, we have our little scrapbooks that we look through of the lives that we have helped and changed and saved. You're okay, sweetheart, I know. Almost every single city has some type of shelter like ours. There's never going to be a limit to what the needs are. Reach out and you can make a difference. So much fun.
We are back
You a good girl.
with Give STL Day live, and let me get that leaderboard back up there. $1.554 million. Usually when we have a TV star like Valerie come on, you just saw that TV commercial, big deal. But look, we're also joined by Erica and Rhea. Look at Rhea. We've got Greg on Puppo Cam. Rhea is facing away from the doggo cam at this point, but
Rhea, do you want to say hello?
hello to the doggo. Oh my good! I'm just gonna make dog noises into the microphone for several minutes. So
I think everybody's voices go up about 4 octaves when they start talking about dogs.
I can't help myself.
I can't either.
I got some pit bull kisses this morning on a live stream. That was quite an experience.
Yeah.
And now we're joined by Rhea. So let's talk first about Rhea, who she is, what she's doing here, why she's important to the stream, and then we'll talk more broadly about CARE STL.
Great. Yeah, so this is Rhea. She is about 1.5 years old. We've only had her for about maybe 3 weeks, close to maybe a month. And she unfortunately came to us when she was the victim of a really common crisis that's happening in our city right now, which is people that are losing their homes due to not being able to afford the housing costs, especially if you have an animal or animals. So unfortunately, her owner lost a home, and she was left behind in an apartment for, I think, a week without food or water before she was picked up by animal control officers and brought to the shelter.
Oh. Let's pivot and talk more broadly, Valerie, about CARE STL and the work that you do for dogs like Rhea.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take over there.
Sure.
Just want to, first of all, say thank you for having us. So CARE, what we are is we are the only open intake, no-kill city shelter in the city of St. Louis. And our mission really is all about creating a community that is based in service for, creating collaborations and working with our community to really just take care of all of the animals in the city of St. Louis. So we are lucky and we are thankful that we are the managing partner for Animal Care and Control.
And so we take care of all of the animals that are picked up from the city, like from evictions, strays, of course, and also Good Samaritans that bring animals into us, and our protective custody. So yeah.
Your team is watching live as well, so shout out. We love Adoptable. Rhea, thanks Chris for having us today. What a great day to see everyone. Yay, Erica and Valerie. And Weng Horak is watching as well, and Weng says, you go, Rhea.
Yay, Rhea!
Rhea is so incredibly well behaved.
Isn't she just a gem? And she's a really good
mush.
representation of the animals that we get into the shelter. You know, we really need help from our community, which is kind of what today's about, right? We really rely on our community partners. We have some incredible community partners, OpSpot, Needy Paws. I hate to call out people because we have so many. St. Louis Senior Dog Project,
Carroll House Quick Fix.
Carroll House Quick Fix. So many of us that really come together to further our mission of just, doing everything that we can.
Yeah.
That's been a big theme today, and every year during Give STL Day is that collaboration and the work that you guys do together throughout the year to really get done everything that you need to do.
Yeah, like Erica said, being the open admission, no kill city shelter, that means being open admission, we have to take in kind of whatever's brought to our doorstep, and we can't turn them away. So that takes so much effort and help. Like you cannot do it alone. You absolutely have to rely on not only other shelter or rescue partners to help pull animals, so that way your shelter population stays down, but then also like Eric mentioned, OpSpot and Carroll House Quick Fix to help provide at-cost services like spay, neuter, that kind of thing for all of the services that we do offer for the animals that come into our care. Like TNR is another big one that we do. It's part of intake diversion. So like Erica said, with the community and stuff, we really try to preserve established bonds between pets and owners. So about 25 to 30% of animals that come into our shelter are returned to an owner. So sometimes if someone is unhoused or loses where they're living, such as Rhea's owner, they can come back at any given time if they need to. And we can offer protective custody housing for them. We'll get their animals fully vaccinated, spayed or neutered. No animal leaves our shelter without being spayed and neutered. And then we'll return them to the owner. So we really try to do everything we can. And yeah, we have to work with other pieces.
Funds are going to today, right? Like everything that you give today goes directly back to the animals. Through all of our medical care, through the RTOs, the Return to Owner program. We just couldn't do it without your help, and so we ask that you give what you can. I know that there's a lot of great nonprofits, but
yes.
I mean,
so we try to do we do a no barriers approach, meaning if someone comes forward and says, hey, my animal got picked up and is at your shelter, we're going to do everything we can to get that animal back to its owner. And that includes, again, no animal will leave our shelter without being spayed and neutered, but if they can't afford the fees, even though we keep it really low cost, if they can't afford that, we will waive the fees. So that way, again, this is someone's beloved pet, we want to make sure they go back to their owner. So, but then care has to eat those costs, and it really, really adds up. So like Erica said, we definitely need the support of the community to help their neighbors get their dogs back home, and cats, and alligators, or guinea pigs, or rabbits.
Or goats or sheep.
Have you set a specific fundraising goal today?
20,000.
20,000. We're making big progress.
We're over halfway there. Woo! Yep. Thank you, everybody. Yes, so we're over halfway there, but we still have a long way to go. Unfortunately, 20,000 is an amazing goal, but of course, there's no limit, because that one medical case alone, which we get in on a weekly basis, there goes the 20,000 to sometimes one or two dogs or cats in particular that have a pretty severe, like a gunshot wound, hit by car. Those are all weekly occurrences, and those funds go very quickly.
Yeah.
Well, remember guys, today is the best day of the year to give to CARE STL. Of course, we've got a number of power hours coming up. We are coming up on our 3 p.m. power hour. It's going to be starting in a little while. I see the team smiling here. They're getting ready for that 3 p.m. power hour as well. So stay tuned. I do want to thank you guys, Erica and Valerie, so much for being here, for coming down, making the trip. And to Rhea, you should stay with me.
I know. You absolutely can. Right now, adoption fees are sponsored.
That's right.
So she's only $25, so she's absolutely yours.
Yep, come down and see us, 2700 Walnut Place.
The dogs of St. Louis are just, it's not the heat, it's the doggos that are just making me melt.
We have the best dogs ever.
This whole trip,
and
Greg.
Cats. We have the best.
You could ask Greg how I did with the cats yesterday too. He thought he was going to have to drag me out of 10th Life.
Yeah, 10th Life.
Yeah, we couldn't pull Chris away. He was going to camp out there.
Yeah.
I was going to camp out there.
Yeah, they're awesome. Yep.
I fully understand.
Guys, we greatly appreciate your time.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome to stick around here at Union Station. We're at a perfect day to be out here.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
This is the 10th annual Give STL Day live from Union Station Hotel. My name is Chris Strub. Whoops, muted the wrong mic. The Giving Day guy. You can still hear me, I think. It's one of these. And we are over the $1.56 million mark. Yes, we are saying farewell to our friends from CARE and getting ready for our next.
Oh, we parked right there.
We're getting ready for our next.
Oh, no worries.
You're all good.
So this mic? This mic. This mic is me, right? There you go. We're going to take a quick.
5 minutes from here, not even actually 2 minutes. Our shelter is right around the corner, and we have a free roaming cat room.
But is Rhea going to be there? Because I need to come give hugs. I am so sad.
2700 Walnut Place, right around the corner. We have a free roaming cat room, and Rhea are in the same room.
So the CARE STL team is right around the corner here if you want to go visit. I'm going to play the longest hold video I have so I can go give Rhea a kiss goodbye before the team leaves. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back.
Hi everybody,
right after
this
this.
is Emily Bauman from the St. Louis Community Foundation. Let's take a look at our upcoming power hours. So during these hours, throughout the giving period, we have a $20,000 prize pool that's up for grabs. Every donation made during a power hour, which are generously provided by our sponsors, is uplifted by that $20,000 prize pool. So if you want to make your dollar go further, donate during the hours you see on your screen now.
Let's make it happen.
The St. Louis Community Foundation would like to thank the sponsors that make Give STL Day possible. Give STL Day is powered by the St. Louis Community Foundation, presented by the Burgess Stanley Foundation. Our gateway sponsor is Purina.
Right?
Our community sponsors are Cardinals Care, KMOB, Five on Your Side, the St. Louis Business Journal, and the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. Our friends of Give STL Day are Clean, More Computing, and St. Louis Magazine. Our prize sponsors are the Association of Fundraising Professionals, St. Louis Chapter, Chemline Care, Church Productions, Clifton Larson Allen, Boss Swim School, Incarnate Word Foundation, Nonprofit Marketers Network St. Louis,
You did turn it off?
Splice, and SSM Health. Our decor partner is Balloon Theory.
All right. We are coming back we'll be back in 60 seconds. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn that back on in a minute. Can you pop up and center them? Can you just kind of adjust that real quick? Because I think that's as zoomed out as that goes. Just pick up the tripod and move it 4 inches to the right. Yeah, that'll work. Welcome back to Give STL Day Live. My name is Chris Strub, the Giving Day guy. I gotta press all the right buttons here. My buddy Greg Ampadu is back, communications intern for the St. Louis Community Foundation. Greg's gonna join us for this conversation with our new friends from Youth in Need, a 9-year organization. So we're gonna get Emily and Veronica up on the screen here in just a moment as we take a quick look at the leaderboard. Greg, been a pretty good day so far, $1.583 million raised.
That's absolutely incredible, Chris. Like the funds keep rolling in. We're getting a lot of donations from to our different organizations. So we feel incredible right now. We want to keep this momentum going.
And we're going to do just that. We've had a great lineup of live guests coming in here to Union Station. And we want to tell you, if you want to come down and actually watch what we're doing, Greg, this has kind of turned into like a fun place to be today. I mean,
it is. It's absolutely, Chris. I mean, who wouldn't have fun when you have an aquarium next door? You have the Ferris wheel behind us. We even we have an act going on behind us, which we'll get to.
Yeah, we've got Kinetic Tapestry coming on next. And before we do that, we're going to meet Emily and Veronica. You guys have got your microphones on, and you guys are representing Youth in Need. Veronica, Emily, it's great to meet you guys. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having us.
Happy Give STL Day. It's a very special day here in the community. You guys have been part of the Give STL Day family for 9 years now. What keeps you guys coming back to Give STL Day year after year?
I think it really is bringing all of the nonprofits in our community together and working together and really unifying St. Louis and supporting our local causes. And we love seeing everybody get together and love watching St. Louis come together really and donate. I mean, I saw we are almost at, $1.5 million in donations so far?
Coming up on 1.6.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
so amazing.
That's awesome.
And so among those 1,100 plus I see Maria is back here. She's a woman of her word. We can't wait to get Maria up on that Ferris wheel. I'd love to hear more about your organization, your mission, and what you guys do and how you help the people of the St. Louis community.
Well, to start off, our mission is to build the strength on families and children and youth so they can find hope and safety and potential in life. We are based out of St. Charles. We have an array of programs from Head Start to foster care, counseling. We are in St. Louis City through St. Louis County. We have our foster care program. We also have our emergency shelter, transitional living.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask if you could answer as far as STL Day and being partnered with the St. Louis Community Foundation. What would you say has been the biggest impact in partnering with the St. Louis Community Foundation?
I think it's really awesome to not only, we're raising money, we're getting the word out there, we're learning more about all of these different nonprofits in the region and seeing, different nonprofits we could potentially partner with even, I think is really great.
Yes, I agree with what Emily said. I think too, with the Community Foundation is getting the word out about more organizations in the St. Louis area and what all of the services that they provide, whether it's for family, children, for pets. I think it's a great opportunity.
Curious, guys, and I've asked this question of a few of the organizations so far today. Let's look through the lens of an individual whose life was impacted by your organization. Can you tell us the story of maybe a young person who had their life changed by your work?
Yeah, I can actually share a really great story. I normally take public transportation, so I take a Lyft to work, and I had a driver who had a sister that came through our program, and he spoke about how well we were, how we helped her, how we took her in, gave her the counseling and the things that she needs, and now that particular person, she is now thriving. She's doing well, she has a job, and he talked about how well of a program that we offered to help his sister.
And I think a lot of times we do go out into the community, and when I say I work for Youth in Need, a lot of times there is somebody who says, oh my gosh, like I worked with you all when I was younger, or I know somebody who was part of your program and it changed their lives. And so it's really wonderful to hear that people really have benefited from our services.
One of the questions that I wanted to ask you, we all know about the pandemic that happened and how businesses were closing. What would you say were some of the positives of the pandemic? How did you mitigate that, and like what was the positive benefits that came out of that for your organization?
I think we learned that we have a lot of strengths that we didn't know we had. We had to really be flexible and figure out how we could still offer our programs and our services with social distancing and with everything closing down. And especially with our street outreach program, those homeless teens and youth, being out on the streets, it changed a lot of things. Businesses not being open, no bathrooms being open, that type of thing. So we really had to flex and be flexible, I guess, really, and figure out how we can provide services in a world that we're not used to.
Definitely. And Chris, that seems like a reoccurring theme that we heard from so many different nonprofits as far as being flexible, being able to turn something negative into a positive, experience. What do you think about that, Chris?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's been a very difficult few years, obviously. And you guys have seen some of the changes, not just in putting on events like this, but the everyday events, and even just the way that I think we treat each other as human beings has been impacted, and really caused a lot more need. In our first hour, we had a great conversation with a mental health organization. And I think that this pandemic, as much as we say, oh, it's over, I think that the impact of what we've lived through these past 3 years is really going to stick with us for probably the rest of our lives.
I think so too.
So let's talk about this. You guys have a specific fundraising goal today?
$2,000 is what we would love to raise. We think we raised a little over $1,000 last year, so we're trying to push it up to $2,000 this year.
Perfect. And so today, one of the best ways that you're going to be able to help these guys raise that money is through our power hours. Again, you can see that list of power hours up there on the screen now. So if you're watching live, coming up at 3 o'clock will be a great way for your donations to go further and really make today the best day of the year to give to youth in need. Guys, anything else we want to add before we wrap things up?
I just want to say to the St. Louis Community Foundation and to our community at large, thank you for this day. We appreciate that we get this opportunity to come out and talk about our organizations and all the other organizations in the area. It's just a great way to
It's been fun, hasn't it? I know you've been hanging out, listening to some of these conversations for a little while.
I had to wait. Hey, Chris, we're here.
Yep. Well, we're so thankful that you guys are here. I know it's a very, very busy day for all the nonprofits around the area, and to come down and be part of this with us. Hopefully this has been fun and special and meaningful. We're going to help you guys push past that $2,000 mark today for sure. So if you're watching at home, this is a wonderful organization to support. GiveSTLDay.org. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really, really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
So nice to meet you guys.
You too.
We will be back. Greg, we'll be back in 60 seconds. We're going to get you, might be 120 seconds, because we're going to get our friends from Kinetic Tapestry all set up. We have Jamie is hanging out over there with his squad. And I see Maria back over here too from hour number 1. She's waving. She went back. We would love to still get Maria up in that Ferris wheel. I think is that what we're smiling, we're waving? She says, I'm doing it. So give me a couple of minutes here. Thank you guys so much. From Youth in Need. I'm going to play one more video here, and we're going to do two things. We're going to get set up. We're going to get Greg set up to film Kinetic Tapestry, and then we're going to get Maria up in this Ferris wheel. You think I'm kidding? I was not kidding at the top of that first hour, and now she is back. So as we get Jamie in place here, we'll be back in a couple minutes as we get everything set up and we get the Kinetic Tapestry team in place. Trust me, you do not want to miss this conversation. No, you do not. Oh, he definitely does not, because he's going to be the one talking. So we'll be back in a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
The St. Louis Community Foundation would like to thank the sponsors that make Give STL Day possible. Give STL Day is powered by the St. Louis Community Foundation, presented by the Burgess Family Foundation. Our gateway sponsor is Purina. Our community sponsors are Cardinals Care, KMOV, 5 on Your Side, the St. Louis Business Journal, and the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. Our friends of Give STL Day are Clean, More Computing, and St. Louis Magazine. Our prize sponsors are the Association of Fundraising Professionals, St. Louis Chapter, Chemline Cares, Church Productions, Clifton Larson Allen, Foss Swim School, Incarnate Word Foundation, Nonprofit Marketers Network St. Louis, Splice, and SSM Health. Our decor partner is Balloon Theory. Hi everybody, this is Emily Bauman from the St. Louis Community Foundation. Let's take a look at our upcoming Power Hours. So during these hours throughout the giving period, we have a $20,000 prize pool that's up for grabs. Every donation made during a Power Hour, which are generously provided by our sponsors, is uplifted by that $20,000 prize pool. So if you want to make your dollar go further, donate during the hours you see on your screen now.
One, two, three.
Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you, St. Louis.
Thank you, St. Louis.
Thank you,
Thank you,
St. Louis. Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you, St. Louis.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm at the St. Louis Area Food Bank today with Meredith Knott. Meredith, how are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's wonderful to be here.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us. So we wanted to talk today about what exactly is the St. Louis Area Food Bank and how is it really helping out the community?
Sure. So the St. Louis Area Food Bank is really our region's response to hunger. We are working very, very hard through our network. And so when I say our network, we actually serve 26 counties in both Missouri and Illinois. There's actually a map behind you that shows our entire service territory. And what we do is we are actually procuring food from all across the country, bringing it here to the food bank, and then distributing it to that network, which is almost 600 food pantries across the 26 counties that we serve.
Wow, that's amazing. How long have you been in this role in the St. Louis Area Food Bank, and what has been the impact that you've seen the St. Louis Area Food Bank provide?
Sure. So the St. Louis Area Food Bank has been around since 1975, so almost 50 years. I joined in February of 2018. Since I've been here, we have had to weather a flood in Illinois. We, of course, all went through the COVID-19 pandemic. We went through this flooding this past summer, and now we're in the current economic climate. So it has certainly been a tumultuous time, but I'm so very proud of our team, our network, our donors, and the volunteers that you see behind her that keep showing up. They keep answering the call to ensure that families across the bi-state region don't have to make those impossible choices about, do I pay for food or do I pay for my housing bill or my electrical bill or to put gas in the car?
Definitely, and like you mentioned, it's all about the people that we serve. So it's so wonderful to hear that we're able to give back to the community. You mentioned the COVID-19 pandemic. How exactly did that impact the St. Louis Area Food Bank, and what was a positive and a negative with that?
Sure. Well, like everyone, our world got flipped upside down overnight, and there was no playbook, right? We had never been through this before. So people were asking, what are you going to do? So we set out and said two goals. We're going to keep our team safe, and we're going to keep the doors open. And we just came to work every day thinking, we're just going to figure this out. And we were able to do that with great partnerships, our great community partners, our donors. The USDA really stepped up and provided much needed food and funds to meet people where they were, because people didn't want to leave their homes. A lot of our pantries weren't open because people didn't want to go outside. People didn't want to go inside anywhere, let alone at a food pantry. And so we did a lot of those mobile distributions that you would see on TV, those drive-through distributions. I hit that. Food into the hands of people who needed it in a very safe way, which is always our priority.
Always, 100%. And I'm just so happy that you stayed open, and even through the pandemic, you were able to reach so many people. That speaks volumes about the greatness of this organization. So I want to ask you, how has working in partnership with the St. Louis Community Foundation really impacted and benefited the St. Louis Area Food Bank?
The Community Foundation is a wonderful partner of ours. We're able to go in and have conversations with them about what we're doing, what we're seeing, and what our needs are, quite candidly. So then they're able to work with their donors and people within their network and make those connections. If there's someone that wants to fund a certain program or help support in a certain area of the region that we serve, they're able to help make those connections for us, as well as just shine a light on the incredible work that not just the staff, but our network of partners and our volunteers are doing. We have over 25,000 volunteers that come out here each and every year to do. We can't do this with our staff. We need that army of volunteers who are coming out. We need all those pantry partners on the front lines delivering the food that they receive from the St. Louis Area Food Bank to their community.
It's a fun place to help and have fun with neighbors and family. I just enjoy, and I hope you have a good day.
Everyone that's going to donate tomorrow on Give STL Day to the St. Louis Area Food Bank, we simply want to say thank you. We cannot do this work without you, and it is critically important that we are working very, very hard to put nutritious foods on the tables of every family here in the bi-state region. So thank you for making that choice, and thank you for choosing the St. Louis Area Food Bank.
Great. Can we do like I'm going to do 3, 2, 1. Now this is the question.
Yes.
Because you don't want to say thank you St. Louis because you cover so much more than St. Louis, right? So how would you phrase something pithy and to the point, like thank you St. Louis area, or thank you
The Midwest region.
We call it the bi-state region.
Thank you. You want to say thank you bi-state region?
Yes.
So thank you to the bi-state region.
Thank you to everyone across the bi-state region for your support.
Want to give that to me one more time at full volume?
Thank you to everyone across the bi-state region for your support.
Thank you, St. Louis, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's my voice. I don't have to be that loud.
There you are. That's right, Jamie. We got you hooked in now.
That's right. Fantastic.
And we are...
I'm going to let you call me Jamie, but the actual name is Jaime. It's fine.
Jaime.
Yeah.
All right, Jaime, I got you.
It's all good.
Jaime, it's great to meet you.
Meet you too, Chris. Thank you.
We have a million cool things happening right here at Union Station. So I'm joined by Jaime, and he is the executive director of Kinetic Tapestry. And we're going to get to Jaime in just a moment. Where's my camera? That's better.
Yeah.
I also have with us, if you remember from the top of our broadcast, we have Maria. So Maria she's got the iPhone here. There she is. Hi, Maria.
Hey.
So there's Maria, and Maria is actually going to head up onto the Ferris wheel as we talked about. So Maria, you said you've never done this before.
I've never done this before, and I'm scared of heights. We're gonna do it today.
We're going to do it today.
We're gonna do it today.
You heading up there with your team with
Laura.
Laura.
So we're gonna work and talk and hopefully make it off the first.
Fantastic. Is your mic on? Is it muted?
I don't think so. It's going green.
Okay, you're good.
Is that right? It's supposed to do?
Perfect. You should be good.
All right.
All right. We'll see you up there.
Here we
You
go.
stay connected.
That's fun.
So Maria is heading up there to the top of the Ferris wheel. In the meantime, let's bring on Jaime. There you are. And Jaime, you are the executive director of Kinetic Tapestry.
That's right.
What is Kinetic Tapestry?
Well, Kinetic Tapestry, this is the way I like to tell people. We're basically storytellers, and we like to tell our stories using a mix of theater, circus, and dance. So we're a theater and circus company right here in St. Louis.
And as you speak here, Jaime, I'm also going to put on the left side of the split screen.
Yep.
We've got some of your members here.
Yeah, so those kids that you see there, the two girls on the yellow shirts, they're part of the Barnstormers Youth Circus Troupe of Kinetic Tapestry. The young lady on the red, she used to be part of the youth performing troupe also. Now she's in college, and she's actually one of our teachers now at our school in Maryland Heights here in St. Louis. So yeah, so they're just unicycling. That's part of what they do. Actually, I like to tell people that when they support Kinetic Tapestry and give STL Day, one of the things they're supporting is those ladies that you see on stage right now. We have this youth circus troupe. It's called the Barnstormers, and we give them a partial scholarship, and they come and train with us for a whole year. And as part of their training, they also do performances free of charge for the community. So they have been at the Veterans Home here in Missouri. They go to children's hospitals, senior living facilities, all that completely free of charge for those communities, the foster care system, whatever people need a laugh, that's what they do. We want to use their talents. I know they're really talented kids, so we teach them more circus, right, to get that talent and nurture it, and then they get to use that talent to make somebody else happy, right? We're finding purpose for their talent. So when you support Kinetic Tapestry, one of the things you're doing is that you support the scholarship for them, you support the equipment that we need to buy. Those unicycles are not cheap.
Yeah, I believe it.
So, and that's what you're helping, one of the things you're helping support.
Jaime, we emailed earlier this week and I told you sent me the coolest B-roll video I've ever seen.
That's what I do.
So if you don't mind, I'm going to press the button. We're going to keep an eye on that. And then by the time that's done playing, we're going to have Maria up on the Ferris wheel. What an hour this is.
I know, this is fun.
Let's take a look. So, Jaime, what are we looking at here?
So what you're looking at is like a big mix. Some pictures, this is my wife right there. She's one of our instructors. She's our artistic director. Like I said, we have the education component, but we also have a professional performing company between me, my wife, and a couple of other performers of ours. And so this is what we do for our living, right? But then some of the stuff we do, I tell people that when they hire us, they're actually helping us help other people, because there's sometimes organizations that don't have the budget to have us come in. And what we do, we give them scholarship also. And then once a year, except for the last couple of years because of the pandemic, of course, we actually like to travel around the world and we visit countries and we go to refugee camps, orphanages, anywhere people need hope and people need laughter. We go there and we do a week or 2 weeks of shows and performances completely free for this community. And we don't charge them a penny. And we do that try to do that every year. We've been to Egypt, Switzerland, Spain, Nicaragua. So that's part of the stuff we do.
So incredibly cool. What an awesome organization to be part of. How long have you been doing this?
Well, as an organization, since officially 2014 when we became a nonprofit, but I've been doing this for over 20 years, the same with my wife. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you is that we have a show coming up in September. It's all inspired in space. We have this friend who is a deep space photographer, and he takes these amazing pictures of galaxies you cannot even see with the naked eye. And those are inspiring us to create this circus show that we're going to present in the month of September in partnership with the city of Florissant here in St. Louis, and also collaborating with other artists. We're having a whole original soundtrack for the show be composed right now. And so we're going to be circus performer from here and from St. Louis, the St. Louis area. And when you support Kinetic Tapestry, what you're doing is that what we want is to do these shows. And if we can make it free, we will love to do that. But at least keep the ticket admission so low that anybody can come enjoy it, right? Not anybody has the money to go see a Broadway show at the Fox or when one of the big circus come to town. So we want to give them something like that. So we're doing a really artistic thing. It's almost like a mix of art and science. And that's happening in September. So just go to our website, stay tuned, because a lot of stuff is happening.
So much fun stuff in progress. And for everything that you guys have done, you and your wife have done with Kinetic over the last 20 years, I don't know if you've ever had an aerial shot like this. You can see in front of you there, Maria is actually heading up now on the Ferris wheel, and we should be able to get a pretty cool sky view. Maria, can you hear us?
Can you see my hair, Maria? That would be a fun part.
Maria, is your microphone on?
Yes.
I'm not sure that we can hear you, Maria, but we can definitely see you.
It says it's on the green light is green.
Oh, I can hear you a little bit now. I can hear you a little bit. Let me turn it up. Let me see what I can do.
Yeah, I'll keep talking. There we go. Let's get more green. More green coming.
So are you guys heading up there now?
Oh, she's stuck. That would be awesome. No, it won't be awesome, but live.
We should have done the whole interview like this, Maria.
I know. Oh, there she goes.
And she said she's petrified of heights here, Jaime.
I don't know. Me too, but you have fun with that. Maybe we should give you something to hang from when you're up there. Open the door and have you hang from the from the elevator.
Can you pan to the? Can you show the wheel? So here's.
What a beautiful day too, man.
Whoops. Let me get this set back up here.
It's so beautiful.
So we have Maria Ellis. She is director of Sheldon's All-Star Chorus. She is up in the Ferris wheel live right now, and she is petrified of heights. You see Greg is pointing the camera up there at the wheel. There she is. Maria, is this worth it?
Yes. Yes, it's worth it. Give St. Louis.
Oh my goodness gracious.
She's at the very top right now.
Are you up at the top now?
I am.
What's the view like? Can you turn the camera on and show it? Can you show us Kinetic Tapestry from there?
Sure, if I can figure out how to work the camera. Oh, that's not good. I can't.
There should be a button to turn it around.
There we go.
There you are.
Yeah, let's see if you, there you go. Let's see if you get the kids over there juggling.
Way up above Union Station. Here's what you're looking at from the ground here. Greg's got the camera.
That's awesome.
And then Greg, we still have the kids from Kinetic juggling as well.
I want to tell you a quick story about, if I can, about that girl on the red.
Of
over
course,
there. Her
of
name
course.
is Ellie.
Yeah.
It's one of the stories I always like to tell as a teacher, because she started with us when she was like 6 years old. And I remember meeting her the first time, I was like, this girl will be great. And she started when she was 6, and then she kept coming to classes. Some days it was harder than others. But as a teacher, you don't quit on your students. You keep nurturing them, right? And because they will eventually mature and good thing that she did. But now she's actually one of our instructors too, and she's one of our performers. She's going to school for English, which I forgive her for that. But she keeps teaching for us, and she's one of our performers. So it's a beautiful story of continuing and sowing into kids.
That's what it's all about, is wanting to continue to give back and grow and raise those next generations. Jaime, what a fun experience this has been.
Yes.
Thank you so much
thank you for having us, man.
Thank you for rolling with us a little bit, as we had a lot going on here during your conversation.
Yes.
But what a truly special organization this is, Kinetic Tapestry. We also want to give a big thank you to Maria again from the Sheldon for going up in the wheel. Jaime, maybe we need to get you up on the wheel next. That would be fun.
I know. Well, we'll see. I have to go teach classes now.
He's got to run. He's got to run. But thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome for having us.
We really
appreciate
it. This was fantastic.
Thank you, everybody.
Just been wonderful to be introduced to so many different arts organizations from all around.
St. Louis is fantastic about that, about nonprofits. So support your nonprofits, guys. We need your help. Thank you so much.
Today is the day. Thank you, Jaime. Thank you for
welcome.
your patience. We appreciate you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Give STL Day. And Maria, are you still there? Can you still hear me?
I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. What was it like up there?
Oh, it's so cold. It's not really that scary. I told you to go to heights, but it hasn't been bad at all.
Amazing. Well, we're so glad you had a great time. We're going to wrap up our 1 and 2 p.m. hour and say thank you to Maria, to Jaime, to all of the organizations that we spoke to today. Maria, we'll see you back down here on the ground in a moment. We got to get things set up. We've got new friends, new hosts, new nonprofits coming in at 3 o'clock. You do not want to go anywhere. So stay tuned. You're going to want to refresh your stream. Come right back on Facebook and YouTube. Bye, Maria.
Bye. Have a great day.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you, St. Louis.
Thank you, St. Louis.
Thank you,
Thank you, St.
Louis. Thank you, St. Louis. Thank you, St. Louis.
So great to meet you. Thank you so much. Are you coming out and hosting? Perfect. Do you have an idea of did you get kind of a feel for what I was doing? About 10 minutes each. So I'll probably have you just sit right here, because I'll stay here and kind of steer some of the video around.